Bielefeld, when they've looked good going forward, when things break down like that, that's when they look so dangerous. The midfielders struggling to come back and support the defence, especially when the fullbacks have gone up as well. So vulnerable, especially in wide areas. Robin Meissner and Dennis Burkowski and Nicholas Hauptmann down that right-hand side have been causing all sorts of problems for Arminia. Mind you, look at the coach's mannerisms there. You can struggle to believe his team is 2-0 up. Maybe he remembers last season as good to see Arminia Bielefeld back on the pitch. Oh dear, from the Victoria Berlin last summer. A few months to settle into the side, but been pretty much a regular since October of last year. But now there's space on this far side for Bielefeld. Well defended this time by Dresden. Well, space opens up again. The ball driven across goal. That's well taken by the goalkeeper. Carney again was threatening with a late run from midfield. Getting about, half a metre short of getting a touch on that at the near post. And I think that is why Marcus Anfang is looking so, what should we say, combustible there on the Dynamo bench. That won't help his mood either, a goal kick going straight to the opposite number. A lot of Bielefeld's good play going down that left-hand side in this first half. This occasion, though, not the best of crosses. Coming in from Christopher Lannett, I think it was. They still haven't figured out how to attack and defend at the same time. Dynamo just looking that bit more solid at the back at the moment. That's why they're 2-0 up. Could have been worse as well for Bielefeld, given that the goals have come from an own goal and a penalty. There have been 2 or 3 golden opportunities for Dresden to score from open play as well, that they haven't taken. Fans in this Rudolf Harbig Stadion certainly enjoying this first half. Do create a fantastic atmosphere here. 30,000 fans, over 30,000 actually. It's 32,000 capacity stadium, this one. There's not appeared to be many empty seats, that's for certain. Bielefeld took their full allocation of 1,100 tickets. Those are snapped up very quickly indeed. Rather stutters to a halt as he tries to rampage down the right-hand side. Does win a throw though. We're going to see his peculiar long throw technique. Let's look at this. He does the long run but then stops. All the run seems to be for nothing. Have a look at this. Run, plant 2 feet, stop. Quite peculiar. Plenty of work for Michel looking at to do at half time. He's 37 years of age, by the way, coach. Only 2 years older than his captain. But now here's an opportunity maybe, but there's nobody wide along the left, on the right side, I beg your pardon. Shipnowski had dropped in to a central position. Now there's players arriving on the right hand side. They put the ball back into the area. Ball drops nicely here. Down. It's going to be another corner for Arminia Bielefeld. Cardi. Fantastic name that, by the way. Nerve. Marvellous, basically, translated into English. 4 minutes of added time in this first half, by the way. More than you might ordinarily expect, unless, of course, you were watching the World Cup back in November and December of last year, where 4 minutes often didn't seem like enough. But again, officials are going to be tightening up. And stoppages in play. The long throw, not all that long. Chips the ball back into the air. He does well to claim that. That's a heavy landing. It's been backed into, I think, by one of the Arminia players. That's gonna wind the goalkeeper a bit. Xhaka. It's going to take a few moments to compose himself. I don't think there was anything sinister from the Arminia player. Eyes on the ball. The keeper comes out, jumps over the top of you, and wins the free kick. Well, one in midfield. Immediately again you see with Dynamo on the attack at pace. 5 of them coming forward here. The shot comes in from the left-hand side, but Meister can only hit that straight into the arms. Kersken clearly should have done better with the time and space that he had. Cardi runs into too much traffic, loses the ball there. Witkowski. Now flashpoint here. The game's been played in a fairly decent spirit so far. That might change things a little bit. Immediately, Kutchka's in there to calm things down. Both captains are there. We'll have another yellow card this time for Eigen Yildirim. Have a look here. The ball was there to be won. Not much there, and that's late. That's really late. It's completely unnecessary. The look on his face as well. I think it tells you there was just a little bit of red mist descending for Eigen Yildirim. Completely unnecessary. Off the ball, late. And Kolia Kanakets. Limp back into position. The free kick had already gone Armenia's way. The ball was dead, so the referee can't actually give a free kick for that yellow card offence. The ball, good delivery to the near or far post rather, picked up now by Yankadi. Back to goal, 2 men to try and go through. Here's a free kick though. Goodness, I can't believe it. It's got nutmegged there. Didn't turn quickly enough. Last chance maybe before the break for Bielefeld. And the shot goal! What a strike there from Biancardi! Decent delivery from the free kick. Not well defended, and Biancardi, who's been arriving late in good positions all through that first half, finally gets one past the goalkeeper, and he has hammered that into the top corner. What a strike. Not the best defending in space yet again on the edge of the area, and he's put his foot through it. It's Biancardi. What is that ball? Hasn't taken the net back into the stands behind the goal. He's hit it that hard. People with no time to react. And at the last meaningful action of the first half, who's ringing out, not quite sure why. Entertaining stuff. The game flowing from end to end of the pitch. Stefan Kuchka, I think, isn't happy maybe about the actual awarding of that free kick in the first place. There's no denying the quality of the strike throw from Merve Biancardi. So the first half started so brightly for Dynamo Dresden. Then Biancardi, unfortunately in the 14th minute to stab a cross into his own goal to give Dynamo the lead. And it turned out to be a deserved lead, really. Then Arminia Bielefeld seemed to take control of the game for them during the middle of that first half, but Dynamo always dangerous on the counter-attack, and perhaps could or should have added one or two goals and a bit more clinical finishing in the Arminia box. Stefan Kuchka did eventually put away a penalty nicely in the 36th minute, but then that strike from Merve Biancardi, 4 minutes into stoppage time at the end of the half, gives Arminia Bielefeld hope going in the second half here. So Dynamo Dresden 2, Arminia Bielefeld 1 at half time here at the Rudolf Harbig Stadium. Dresden. It's been a fantastic first half here on the opening day of the Drittliga season. 2-1 the hosts lead at half-time against newly demoted Arminia Bielefeld. But quite honestly, Bielefeld looked dangerous every time they came forward. Dynamo themselves as well should have been, well, maybe should have been more than 2-0 up going into first half stoppage time. An own goal from Semi Belkaccia opened the scoring in the 14th minute for Dresden. Stefan Kuchka from the penalty spot in the 36th minute made it 2-0 to the hosts. But what a strike from Merve Biancardi. 4 minutes into second half stoppage time. First half stoppage time, I beg your pardon. A fantastic strike. Just from the edge of the area. Really gave Arminia Bielefeld a little bit of hope going into those dressing rooms. In fact, the timing of goals can be so important in football, can't they? If it's 2-0 at half-time, Arminia Bielefeld really with nothing to hold on to going into the break. Dynamo Dresden flying. But that goal really just punctured the mood around the stadium. Gave those fans there in blue a big boost just before the break. I think as well, probably completely changed the half-time team talks from both head coaches. Well, a packed house here at the Ruhr of Harby Stadion. 32,000 the capacity here. Pretty much every seat sold out apart from that little sliver alongside the Armenia fans, just to give a little bit of separation from the home fans. Here comes Stefan Kuchka and his side. There were a few boos as well around the ground at half-time. I think it was more to do with the rewarding of the free kick that led to the Arminia Bielefeld goal, which they didn't feel was perhaps as stone cold as they thought it might have been. Here come Arminia Bielefeld. They're still arguing, I think, about that free kick. Love to know exactly what they're saying to each other there. All in good humour though, as you can see. So a little bit of the calm before the storm. I think some of the fans are still getting their half-time scran. Whether that be of the solid or liquid variety. So referee Wolfgang Hasselberger had a good first half, kept the game flowing wherever possible. Didn't take any talk back from the players either. That will be a feature this season with the new directives handed down to the referees and linesmen for this season. We're back underway then here in Dresden. Dynamo Dresden 2, Arminia Bielefeld 1. Dynamo, one of the favourites for promotion this season. Having gone through exactly what Arminia Bielefeld are going through now. Last year, that was when they fell down from Bundesliga 2, had to basically throw out an entire squad, replace everything, start from scratch. They started the last season with a 4-3 loss here against 1860 Munich. They ended ahead of the Bavarians though at the end of the season. It's a good start to the second half here as well from Dynamo. Just waiting for Support to catch up in the box. All on the edge of the 6 yards. And eventually scrambled out for a corner. Good positive start from the hosts here. And Stefan Kuchka was just taken out off the ball during that move on the left-hand side. Opportunity from the set piece here. It's been a feature of the game so far, the players kicking the advertising out of the way. Delivery to the far post. It's up on the edge of the area, driven in, another chance here. Again, well blocked though by Biancardi. Put back over the top again, and the keeper quickly off his line, pick up the loose ball. There's Kirkson, the Arminia goalkeeper. Oh, good footwork so far in this match. Certainly likes to turn a forward, doesn't he? Biancardi just expecting it down a different channel. Alcadia puts it out of play. The man who inadvertently opened the scoring 14 minutes in with an own goal. Stab of the foot to try and clear. Cross coming from the byline. He just chipped it straight over the keeper into the top corner. Blocked off the ball there. Referee thinks nothing untoward with it. High pressing again from Arminia, and their reward is the ball in the Dynamo half. The crowd here in Dresden back in full voice. They always are, doesn't matter which division they're in. Amazing, really. They've spent the majority of the last 28 years in the third tier of German football, regularly attracting crowds like this. And their average is close to 30,000. To give you a comparison, Manchester City, like current European champions, spent one season, their only season in the third tier of English football, back in 1998-99. On that occasion, they were incredibly proud to have averaged 30,000 when they're in the third tier. And the fans of the club will tell you that is why they're a big club. So have a big crowd whatever division they're in. So they had 30,000. That's just for one season. And had the same sort of crowd in the second tier, and in the few occasions they went down to the second tier as well. But they have spent most of their life in the top division of English football. Dynamo, the same sort of crowd, full size crowd, but for a team that spent the majority of their time in the third tier. It's absolutely amazing. A club that means so much to the city. Quick throw taken. Keeping the momentum going here. Zimmerscheid loses out, but couldn't break the ball out of that little cul-de-sac. Not the best of clearances though, and they'll be immediately under pressure here again, Arminia. Want to slip from the defender, and there's space over on that far side. That's to cut back onto his right foot, or at least think about it, and then loses the ball. Again. Yeah, Garda's been at the centre of a lot of their best play in this match so far, Arminia. Number 17. One of the oldest players in the squad as well, 28 years of age. And apart from Captain Close, he's at 35. And everyone else is 24 or younger in this squad, you'll say. Apart from Merve Biancardi, Congolese descent, born in Munich. In the last few years with FC Heidenheim, then there were loans to Eintracht Frankfurt and 1860 Munich. He's moved here at the start of this season, hardly kicked a ball last year, and you can see, I think, the hunger in his play so far. You know, a bright spark for Arminia in this game. Again, they do look jittery at the back though, Arminia. Every time. Warner, the best defensive headers, that's hooked clear though well. Biancardi now. There's the ball nicely onto this near side. Oh, a good run into the area. This from Lammert. And he wins a corner as well. Fabian Close will be a danger man from the set piece. Needs a good delivery though. Deep breath. Looks to the far post, half headed up, not really away. Oh, an opportunity there, but the ball didn't quite drop to an Arminia player, but not for the first time in this match. The defending from set pieces from Dynamo, not the best. Kevin Ehlers having to clear that one. Something certainly, I think, for Marcus Anfang to work with in the 2-week break before the next round of matches. 14 days time. Next game for Dynamo will be away to SV Sandhausen, one of the relegated sides. It'll be a tough game. Sandhausen starting as one of the favourites for promotion this season. It really is. I think we saw with the state of the table at the end of last season just how open this division is, how difficult it is to get out of the third tier in Germany up into the relative riches of Bundesliga too. Cross-come shot drifts out of play. You see the substitutes starting to warm up there on the left-hand side for Dynamo. Neither side have made any changes just as yet. I'm sure that will change though. Like Tom Zimmerschat is down there, taking a knock to the right knee by the looks of it. It's not what you want to see really. First game of the season, players going down. They've managed to get through the off-season with already picking up a few injuries. Really good tackle as well from Kato Mizuta. And sinister there. The substitutes warming up. Mika Hermann might be an option. In midfield, Jonas Omerfin, another one. Jonathan Meyer or Panagiotis Rashadinos, the Greek-wide player. Another option off the bench here for Dynamo if that knock for Zimmershai turns out to be a proper injury and not just a knock. The build-up this time from Arminia. The ball drifted in, but the header from close didn't quite get the contact he wanted. Hooked back into the danger area, and it was just under the crossbar. No stress though for the goalkeeper. Being close. We feel he could have done better with that header. Didn't quite get up quickly enough for it. Building down the left-hand side, a lot of their best work came down this left flank in the first half, Arminia. Yancardi again lets fly, this time from about 20-25 yards. Keeper going down well to his left. Been their best player so far, Yancardi. Perhaps he was. The Merveille strike, the first half stoppage time to get Arminia back into the match. Hammerfest goes the long throw. It's been missed actually by his captain Stefan Kuchka. Arminia very definitely taking the blueprint, I think, from Dynamo Dresden last season. Basically keep one senior player and just bring in a whole load of younger, hungry players. They've lost the ball on the edge of the area this time, but the out ball goes straight to a Dynamo foot. Long ball over the top, finds a couple of Dynamo players in an offside position. They don't even bother competing for that one, let the game continue to flow. And it has been a flowing game so far. The referees had a lot to do with that as well. Great play from their own corner flag there, and the out ball not quite. There's a good opportunity there on the counter-attack for Dynamo, but they're straight back on the defensive now again. Yildirim, the ball across the area. And again it was Biancardi making the late run. Biancardi might just have taken a little knock there, just on the edge of the D. Be able to run that off no problem. And the first raft of change is about to come then from Arminia Bielefeld. Ball over the top and the keeper straight out to the edge of his area. Bit of feature actually, both goalkeepers very mobile. It's a dangerous ball. Poor Will did very well. Avoid the danger there, but again they've lost the ball quite deep in their own half there, Dynamo. As Mizuta, I think, has taken a tumble. Hyun Pyak, first man over to check he's okay. It's the shoulder to shoulder, he won the ball. That's fair enough. It's just there's nowhere to bounce to. Definitely shoulder to shoulder. Oof. That looks suspiciously like concrete. That's going to sting in the morning. Thumbs up from the trainers there. Mizuta's going to be fine. Manuel Winsheimer is coming on. Nicholas Shipnowski has been pretty quiet, has to be said, coming off. And Aidan Yildirim, another man to make way. Nassim Rajela, the Moroccan international, former Moroccan international, taking his place. Might just be a slight change in shape here. Might give Biancardi a little even more room to wander forwards, actually. The changes that have been made. The two attacking wide players coming off, one attacking wide player coming on, but another one a midfielder. So maybe Biancardi will have an opportunity to push a bit further up the pitch now. And there's a late challenge coming in there from Nicholas Houtman. Yellow card for him. Just a heavy touch there. Tried to win the ball, but just ended up late. So difficult to get your foot out of the way in those situations. The game just becoming a little bit bitty now. It's quite had the flow of the first half so far. That'll probably suit Dresden fine. They're the team winning the game at the moment. One ball forward comes to nothing. Not quite the structure of play that they had in the first half, Dynamo. Maybe helped by a few adjustments from Arminia, because they were being cut to pieces every time they were on the attack. And here they go again, and they've actually found space in the flanks yet again. A Dynamo coming into the area, and that's 3-1. Nicholas Houtman arriving on the edge of the box, and it's the counter-attack again down the flanks. It's doing the damage for Dresden. This time, they finally put the finishing touches to a flowing move. They can continue the season like this, Dynamo. Maybe they can get back up to Bundesliga 2. Again, winning the ball high up the pitch. Immediately there's space in the flanks where the fullbacks aren't, because they've pushed up. Limerscheid looked up, spotted the runner, picked him out perfectly. Really good setup play. And a really nice finish as well on the slide from Nicholas Houtman. He's not really known for his goals. He's more known for his bookings, actually, Houtman. 11 bookings in 22 appearances last season. He's already been booked and, though, scored a goal this time. Well, that's improving. Well, good play there from Biancardi, keeping the ball and re-instigating the attack. Now going down the right-hand side for Arminia. It's not quite the same space behind the fullbacks as... Oof. Oh dear. We're going to have another yellow card here. Linderscheid taken out off the ball, and the referee very quickly out with a yellow card. It was Sam Schreck actually. Defensive midfielder coming across and making his presence felt. Nice play up that flank here. But it's not Sam Schreck. Gerrit Golka, centre back, who was dragged way out of position. Well, when your team is defending like this, having a central defender on a yellow card is pretty scary stuff. And another late challenge comes in the temperature rising here in Dresden. I can't believe it. But it's a red card, I beg your pardon. He's a long way off the ball. Seemed to sort of half slip off his feet. Well, that's a game changer for Arminia. They still had their chances in this match until that moment, but I think down to 10 men now. The game had just been threatening to boil over there. Maybe the referee just felt he had to make a stand. Certainly, first glance, he seems a little bit unlucky to get the red card, but it seemed a little bit worse than the yellow, didn't it? There's been talk of orange cards being brought into the game for years now, where a yellow card doesn't seem enough, but a red card is too much. One idea was that an orange card, you'd be sent off the rest of the match, but maybe for 10 minutes or 15 minutes or so. A bit like the rules they have in rugby for yellow cards at the moment. There's Dynamo now attacking down the left-hand side. Space is opening up. They've got the extra man now. Can they make it count? Good defending in the end. Ball out. Just about stays in play. Good over the top. Dealt with by the Armenian defence. They seem to be okay at dealing with the ball in the air. It's the Dynamo have the ball at feet and are running at them. They seem so vulnerable. They just retreat, and there's so much space to work with. Oh, lovely play. The second defender eventually cuts in there, but they've won the ball up the pitch here. Dynamo, another opportunity here, surely. Oh. Huge challenge on the edge of the area, saves a certain goal scoring opportunity. Now Bielefeld. Well tackled by Kevin Earless. A little celebration when the free kick wasn't given to him. He did check first though, to be fair. The number 39 Earless. 22 years of age. So young players all over this Dresden side. Now a chance maybe on the counter-attack. Playing from D. Output. Sorry, of Dennis Borowski. But running into trouble. He had a fairly quiet game actually, the number 29. And again the space opens up. Nice ball into the area, it's just between two players, but it's dropped nicely. Arminia eventually start to clear their lines. They're still under pressure here though. Here's Hauptmann, cuts the ball back inside, and it's Cardiff popping up with a crucial challenge just near the penalty spot. Here come the Dynamo substitutions. But Manuel Schaeffler, another old man at the tide at 34, is going to be coming on. With the corner kick to the near post, headed away. Shot comes in, well blocked. Ball back into the air. The keeper comes way off his line to punch that one out of danger. It could have been caught maybe, but I think it was momentum that had taken him out of the area. Which would of course have been handball, and well, deliberate handball. Call up another red card. So Torma Zimmerschak comes off. It looks like Stefan Kuczka's also going to get a little break now that Dynamo at 3-1 up. Scored his penalty with aplomb. So Manuel Schaeffler, 34-year-old, comes on. Mostly a sub usually, a sub again today. Just 4 goals and 3 assists last season for Schaeffler. Luca Herrmann, not someone who's been seen a lot in these parts in recent years. Catalogue of injuries for him. All sorts of knee problems. Starting actually at the end of the previous campaign. Only managed 1 substitute appearance in the whole of last season with Luca Herrmann, the 24-year-old. Having him back fit again would be like a whole new signing for Dynamo. Well, what do Arminia Bielefeld do here? Down to 10 men, 3-1 down as well. Do they stick or twist? Do they try and stop the bleeding, or do they try and get back into the game? You have to think, opening game of the season, don't destroy any confidence you might have in your new team, all new players, all new coach. There's the official attendance today, 29,589. But there are a few seats available. Probably quite cheap too. Ticket prices in German football significantly lower than in the majority of the bigger leagues around Europe. Certainly, well, the last time I was in Munich, I could get a ticket for a Bayern game. This is like 6-7 years ago. You get a cheap ticket for a Bayern Munich match for €15. Compare that to even the lowest ticket prices, you know, not even at the top English teams, for example, but just you know, a lower or mid-table side. I think something like Brentford last season, for example, and even tickets for them, small side up in the Premier League for the first time. And even there, you're looking at €70 or €80 minimum. That's why the fans at the ground are so packed here in Germany as the shot comes in from Hauptmann. Didn't quite get the sting on it he wanted though, could only turn it straight at the goalkeeper. Looks like he might be running a little gingerly there, Alpin. It's a nice little cutback. Just didn't seem to quite catch the shot with the left foot. Well, 13.5 minutes to go. Dynamo Dresden 3, Arminia Bielefeld 1. Arminia Bielefeld also down to 10 men as well, after Kato Mizuta was sent off for what looked like a fairly innocuous challenge, it has to be said, but it was sort of somewhere between a yellow and red. You could give the referee that sort of question to answer. Can't be too upset when the answer is red card. The two more substitutions coming up here then. Leon Schneider, one of them. That looks suspiciously like Ulioppi being another one. Fabian Close, the captain, comes off, as does the right back Christopher Lammett, left back rather. So two defenders coming on in their places to a slightly more defensive lineup now for Arminia. I think that tells us everything we need to know about their ambitions now for the rest of this match. Keep things tight, keep it at 3-1. By the way, as things stand, by the way, I think this would put Dynamo Dresden top of the table, at least for the moment, on alphabetical order. It has to be said, ahead of Victoria Cologne. But Niklas Hauptmann is about to get a break, and it looks like Bukowski as well. Dennis will be the other man to take a break. Jonas Omerken, the Dynamo youth product, 10 sub appearances last season. He gets another one already for his collection this season. The other man coming on, straight swap this, Dennis Bukowski for Jonathan Meyer, 23-year-old. 6 assists last season he had. He'll have to make another one here to make it 4. Of course, 5 substitute rule that came in during COVID has stayed with football. Makes a lot of sense with games coming thick and fast these days. Player welfare very important. With the extra substitutions, there's less need for players to carry on playing when injured, or even if they're just too tired. Were initial complaints from some of the, shall we say, smaller clubs, saying that the rule would unnecessarily give big clubs an advantage, but I don't think we've seen that really. What we have seen though is that, smaller teams, sometimes they have to work harder without the ball against bigger sides who are dominating possession. with those 5 substitutions, they can keep that team fresh for more of the game and remain competitive. And another late challenge going in, and another yellow card, I think, coming from an Arminia player. Plenty of space now in possession for Dynamo, as you'd expect. Arminia, though, looking a bit more solid at the back, actually, now they're down to 10. They're sitting deeper, there's not quite so many big yawning spaces between the full-backs and the centre-backs, which is really causing them problems earlier in the game as Ermican twists and turns on this near side. Bounces off Biancardi as well to keep the ball flowing. He's still in possession here. The ball cuts across. Biancardi clears from his own byline. He's still stuck in their own little corner of the pitch here. That's going to be a throw in for Dynamo as well. Biancardi couldn't quite avoid the rebound. 7 minutes left. Can Dynamo find another one here? They lost 4-3 in the opening game of last season to Dynamo. Looks like they're on their way. So a win here, though. Confirmation of that yellow card for Stan Schreck. Good here from Erzgebirge Aue in the summer. Say all but 2 players in that Arminia squad either come in mostly as free signings, as a few loan signings, and a few of the kids have been brought up from their under-17 side to make up the numbers in the squad. It will take time to put together a real team at the moment. It's you can see the potential there. They've got some good players, they've got good skills, they're certainly dangerous going forwards, but the team structure isn't necessarily there. I've seen Biancardi running off, I think, to be replaced by what looks like Henrik Koch. To a forward coming on, a slightly more attacking move there from Michel Kniat. Ball into the area, headed away. Now maybe a chance on the counter-attack, but the ball out wasn't accurate enough, and that is going to harmlessly bounce through to the goalkeeper. I'm sure he'll be I'd say he'll be taking his time with the goal kick, with his team 3-1 up with 5 minutes to play. But again, time wasting is another thing that referees are quite rightly clamping down on. Oh, and a yawning gap here now. Lots of space to play into. Ball coming across, and that's so close to number 4. Robin Meissner found the space on this near side. Picked out the cross perfectly as well. Chipped over the top looking for the runner, and well, the referee's whistle does go. In fact, there was an offside decision against Lammert. through nicely. But, oh, the pinball there on the edge of the Dynamo box. They get away with it just about. A little bit of argy-bargy results in the foul going against Winsheimer. Hear the whistle there, leading the charge for the Dynamo fans. Fortunately, that whistle a slightly, but not hugely different tone to the whistle being used by the referee. No confusion there then. So we're going to have the last substitution from Dynamo with just a few minutes to go, just run down that clock. I don't think they'll find that the clock magically goes down. Officials will be adding. I think this game now, I think Dynamo, the way they're playing, I think seem quite happy with 3-1. Sit on that. Just keep the ball, run the clock down now. There shouldn't be too much stoppage time actually. There haven't been a huge amount of injuries in the second half. They had 4 minutes ahead in the first as Meissner tried to. A nice cross in from the right hand side, but they'll build again, this time going down the left, Dynamo. Nice ball into the area, set up on the edge of the box and the shot deflects. Keeper just keeps that in play, saves the corner. Danger there for Arminia. Done well actually since the sending off in the 68th minute. Not concede again. And we're going to have another yellow card here as well. It's Manuel Winsheimer. He's not even looking at the ball, is he? Well, he was looking at the ball, but he's nowhere near it. Why he was jumping into that, I don't know. Manuel Winsheimer. It's a yellow card as Panagiotis Rashidimos comes on for Dynamo. Robin Meissner's races run, very much alike for that. Wide player for a wide player. Down the left-hand side now, Dynamo. And the showboat doesn't quite come off there. Down near the byline. Maybe a last chance for Arminia now as the clock runs down, but running into too much traffic in midfield, man down. Away from home as well. Dynamo, as we approach the 90th minute, just letting that clock run down, keeping possession. Arminia want the ball, they're going to have to work for it. Confirmation there of Rashidimos coming on for Robin Meissner. Fair challenge, says the referee. Well won in the centre circle by Dynamo. And you can see this, it's not the same pace on the attack now. We go into second half stoppage time. They've lost the ball sloppily there. Space opens up on this near side, a teasing ball in, that's well defended at near post and put out for a corner. Good defending this time from Semi Belkahia. It'll be interesting to see how many bodies rather, that Dynamo put in the box for this set piece. I imagine there'll be too many going in there for this Luca Hermann corner. Safety first and all that, just 5 men in fact in there. Headed away at the near post. At the end of this match now, just going through the motions. Gets the ball back in play, maybe one last chance to be put together by Dynamo. Nice play on the edge of the area there. Not the best of crosses though after the really nice approach play. Space on this near side that the pullback doesn't quite come off. It does eventually drop to a Dynamo player in the area, twisting and turning, and eventually hacked away. And well, Schaffler. Heading Arminia into their own third of the pitch at the moment. And it's very difficult to get out of there with their 10 men. Again, the outball. Straight to a yellow shirt. Fans in the stands, I think, already celebrating the 3 points to kick off the season. However, the last attack here from Arminia, the last few seconds in the game. Fan side been good value for the win here today. There is the final whistle, and it finishes Dynamo Dresden 3, Arminia Bielefeld 1. A winning start to the campaign for the Saxony side. Looking to bounce back up to the Bundesliga 2 at the second time of asking, having just missed out by a single point last year. Stefan Kuchka, the captain, I think will be very happy. Looks like a bit of cramp there actually for Hugh Kim Park. Just on the final whistle. Fortunately that didn't happen during the game. They'd already used their 5 substitutes. Semi Belkahia opened the scoring for the host with an own goal on the 14th minute. Stefan Kuchka stepped up with a penalty 9 minutes before the break to make it 2-0, but a wonder strike from Merve Biancardi got one back for Arminia Bielefeld just before the break, but Nicholas Hauptmann arrived in the area to make it 3-1 in the 65th minute. Kato Mizuta then sent off for Arminia just moments later, and that really was that. Dynamo Dresden sitting back on their lead pretty much after that. Closing out a 3-1 win, and they'll be top of the table at the end of the day.